Hello and welcome to this video. Today it's going to be the first video of my other series I was talking about. If you already watched my first video, this is called Trading Goods, and all the stuff about trading methods and all that is going to be on this channel now, like sort of series even. And the way that I do is all my trading methods and everything about investments, bidding, sniping or whatever, I'll be using on Trading Gods. And the way this works is I invest. I'll show you what I've done there. If you see my market matchup videos, this is what they're. Some of them stuff from my club. I'll show you all that later in a minute. I bid and I snipe. So this is going to be what I've got to do. So that the aim of the series is to build the best team with my favourite strikers, and the favourite strikers I have is Icardi and Higuain, who are doing so good for me at the moment. Icardi paid 55k, look at the stats. Games played 15, scored 23, assisted 12. He's mad. Higuain, not so good, but still amazing, brilliant. 60k paid, games played 15, goals scored 17, assisted 17. Amazing. And I have to buy all these players. So we've got, I'll start from the back. Jan Oblak, who's going for about 50k. Carvajal, I'm going to find the cheapest players in this one. Yeah, about 5k. Varane. If it loads up, I'll tell you the price. Again, 40k. Ramos going to be at 100, I reckon. Oh, Jesus Christ, 200k for Ramos. Alba, 40k. Gaetan, 3k. Modric, about 100k. No, he's gone down about 70k. 30 for Rakitic. And Messi, obviously the big player I've got to get, is going to be around about 900,000 coins. So I've got to make a minimum of 1.23 million coins for the series to end. Right, so we're going to get into the talks, what I've done so far. So my marking matchups investment, we're going to start with a trade pile. We have invested in Man City and Arsenal players for that game. We have invested in KSC Moscow and Lokomotiv Moscow players. Chelsea and I think it was United players, but I invested in Chelsea players. Boca Juniors and I can't remember who they play that game. Them players. We got Dortmund and Bayern Munich players, and I think there's another one I can't remember. There's Man City and all that. Barcelona and Sevilla players. Don't know what's going on there. Middlesbrough and Sunderland players there. So we invested in quite a few different players for the marquee matchups. There's some more on bids. I'm going to go on there in a minute. So yeah, there's quite a few there. On bid, there's another game as well, which I've had invested in Braga versus Sporting. Going to be a derby there. Again, I've invested in Middlesbrough. And just in case if SPC gets in, Sydney versus Melbourne players, because if that gets in, all the players 10k, and that'd be like 250k profit on just those players, and that'd be just mad. And I also invest before for new league SBCs. So a lot of these are part of some of them are not, but I don't know why it's Defender, but okay. We're going to go to Silver and look at the ones I've done so far. And these are, because I don't think it's going to be anyone big yet. So we invested a lot in the Pro League. As you can see, an absolute ton. Like I invested in cheap ones and ones that are like in good positions, just in case that league comes out, because I will be making an absolute ton. Can't remember what the other league was. Is was the other one. Again, invested in some which only have one per position, which if the SBC comes out, they go up to 10k, and I also invested in the cheap ones, so I got about 200 coins. So there were my investments as well. So I got 2 investments there, and we're going to be talking about so my live training for this video is going to be the player of the month coming out, and I just reckon it's going to be a City player. Let's face it. So then I reckon there's going to be 2 contenders for it. So what I'm going to go first, I'm going to buy these players later, maybe off camera. So I'm going to go Man, and there's 2 players who I think it's going to be. I'll put Man City here. And both of them are kind of midfielder attacker sort of players. So I'll just go BPL Man City, and I'll talk about which ones who I personally think will make it into player of the month. Go concept. So the first one is going to be Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's had about 8 assists and 2 goals in these 3 Premier League games. He's going to be a big contender for it. And as well, if I can go and find him, Leroy Sané. He's had about 5 goals and 2 assists, or something stupid like that, in the last 3 games as well. So we are going to be investing in some players to do with SSP. You can go, so what I've done, I'm going to put them in concept for now. You could go and buy a De Bruyne if you really wanted to, but I'm not, because as you can see I don't actually have the funds for him. And how much is Sane? Sane's pretty cheap, and he hasn't got any kind of special cards, and I definitely recommend going and investing in Leroy Sané, because he's cheap. Anything between under 100k, that's cheap, and I reckon he's going to be needed for the SBC. So I'm going to invest in a Leroy Sané quickly. Trying to find the cheapest, because I want to pay over the odds for him. 21,250, 21,50 there. So there you go, we got Leroy Sané. So we're going to send it to the club. If he gets player month, we need him, he will be maxed out. I think it was 75k his price, and they'll probably change it as well. Next thing you want to do, I think I actually got a couple in my club, because I've already invested in them just in case. If they're in marquee matchups, you want to go Premier League Manchester City to get these type of players. You got Mendy and Delph, get tons of them. I've got tons of my trade pile, because like I said, of marquee matchups. And yeah, if Sane or De Bruyne wins it, you're definitely going to be needing these type of players. And there's like, I think they're about 500, 700 or something like that, 650 coins. So 650 coins for like Delph and a Mendy, 650 coins there. Cheap, just buy them and send it to your club. If you don't have many coins, they're going to go up if they are going to be player of the month. The next I'm going to go with is to do with special cards. I'm going to see the cheapest German special card. This is for Leroy Sané. I don't want to go with a silver one, because they may not be affected. I'm going to go try to find a gold one. Bit too low? Yeah. Alright, I reckon he's going to be about 13k for a German uniform. I hope there's one from this team week, and then it'll be a cheap buy. So here's a cheap guy for 12k, so I'm going to see it's a little bit cheaper than 12. And 500. Do we have any? Might be just that guy. Oh, okay, there's one there. So I'm going to get him for 11,500, am I? Yeah. So I'm going to buy this German uniform for 11,500 coins. Don't know what his name is or where he plays for. But this is a very, very good investment, because if Leroy Sané gets in and his nationality is needed, you're going to be needing a German uniform more than likely. I definitely recommend investing in that guy, Mikel, I think that's how you say it. Is it Mikel? Mikel or something like that. Next is going to be again with an uniform, but this time for De Bruyne. It's going to be Belgium. I don't know how much they're going for. but I think they were expensive though. Let's just have a look. Jesus, okay. Can't find any of that goalkeeper, which is a bit weird. I was expecting to see a goalkeeper, but I want an inform. I don't want Van Dam. 18,250. See what's coming up. There you go. So this is the guy you want to invest in, Kuzman. He's going to be about 13-14k, and he's an absolute deal for this SPC. You're definitely going to be needing a Belgium inform if De Bruyne wins it. Picking up 14.5k. Simple as that. Just do it. You're not risking any coins practically. You can discard him and only make 3 or 4k loss. So that's not the end of the world. Keep him in your club. If you need a Belgium inform, he's going to rise up. I think the last year with an SBC to do with, I'm not too sure, Lukaku or Hazard, you know, a Belgium inform, like a high rate Belgium team, and a Belgian inform went up to around 100 to 200,000 coins, and that's just saying something what that card can end up being like. Anyway, the next sort of thing is to go along and go gold and have a look at that old clubs. So De Bruyne, he used to play for Chelsea, and I've got a couple of Chelsea players in my club which you guys can go and invest in. And I'm just going to go now. BPL, running Chelsea. Baba and Eduardo, not Delic, card if you really want to rest him, but I don't recommend because he's not gold. These cards are still really cheap, 700 coins, going to need them for the SPC, keep them. If the SPC comes out and you need old clubs for it, about easy, 2-3k. And his other club where you want to go invest in is Wolfsburg. And there's one more which I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to go to Wolfsburg over there. Could have just gone in the back, but okay, whatevs. And you're going to go 5, I think that's all gold cards, like 600 coins in this stupid game. Bit weird, but okay, 550, yeah, 700 coins. 50, there you go. Buy this Mali, this junk card. Just send this club. I don't really have enough space in my trade bar to go buy this guy, so I like at least a bit of space. If you say 2 spaces a bit, it's practically nothing. But you can invest in the whole thing for Wolfsburg cards. Probably going to happen. So definitely go invest. And the other one is Ghent. I don't know if I have any Ghent players in my club. Actually, I'm not sure. I think it might. Is it Ghent or Genk? I need to check the badge. I know what the badge is. Just going to go to. Oh, I missed it. For sake. Belgium. That. They didn't. No, that's that one. He played for Ghent in the Belgian league. And you can get him for about 650 coins. Easy as that. I think I already have him. No, I don't. I'm just going to add him to the thing. So those are De Bruyne's old club. And then you go to Sane's old club, which is Schalke. There might be one more, but I'm not certain of it. And go Schalke. And check cheapest by now. Right, as well, 650 coins. Spy these players. Bad Stuber. There's one there for 500. Probably gonna miss it. Yep. And just literally send them to your club. Make a team, I suppose you really want to with them. If you don't really have enough coins. So SPC's in there. 3 or 4k maybe. Sometimes only 1 or 2, but so coins are coins. Definitely recommend doing it. As well, the last thing you need to do, there's actually 2 more, sorry. This one is just to go gold BPL and literally search for any high rate players. So you got like Sturridge, he's really, really cheap. Guy, not Morata, but Button, Keane, Pereira, Mata. Like all those other players, at least anything between 82 and above, definitely invest. Schneiderlin especially, definitely recommend invest Schneiderlin. And again, there's so many, go invest in them, it will really do you well. And the last thing you want to do, is to go to the nation. So this is for Sane, Gold Germany, and you want to go with the high rates, Horn, not Werner, Tar, Kadira, all those players. Go invest in them because you're going to need them. Sule, really cheap, pay for your raid. If the SBC comes in, he's going to be up 4 or 5k. It'd be nuts. Mertesacker as well, the same sort of scenario. And if the Borna gets in, these players goes up like nuts. Gold Belgium, and there's so many high road ones. Morales, Pachuay, Carrasco, Company, Mignolet, Fellaini. Just invest in any of them. I'd say 80 or above, because if the Warren gets in, it's going to be a high rate team. Maybe you need like the likes of Courtois, Dembele, the Tongan. You're going to need at least one of them, so go and invest in a couple of them as well. And yeah, so that's going to be the first episode of my training series. I hope you liked and like this video. Please like and subscribe when you're around here. And I hope you like this new series called Trading Gods. It's something that I really would like to do now and again. Anyway, please like and subscribe if you're new around here. Bye.